Today, we're going to be uncovering the secrets of the Millennium Puzzle. Where do these come from? Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about all the trophies that Konami released. But not any trophy. We're talking specifically about the stuff that looks like a museum replica, if that makes sense. It looks like something that is, a prop. It's not just a card inside of an acrylic. It's not just, like just a glass that says you won. We're talking about like real statues per se. This is gonna be the first one that they released, and this is their regional trophy from 2002 up until 2004. So this one right here was released twice. There's two versions of this trophy. It's made of wood on the base, and then it's covered with an acrylic, and then you have the Millennium Puzzle hanging down from the top of the acrylic right here. It's a totally badass design. I mean, like it's super high quality. I cannot say enough good things about this because the way that it was made, you can tell a lot of love and care was given into the design of it. This was handed out to all regional winners. So imagine being a kid, 11 years old, 12 years old, winning regionals, and then Konami mailing you out one of these. Like, I can't imagine just how mind blown I would have been if it was me. I really wish I played during this time just to get one of these, because this is truly a museum piece, honestly. Like, when you see something like this, every time somebody comes into my room, it's not the giant cards, it's not my cards that they're impressed with, it's always this thing. They're always like, wow, like it's so impressive. Honestly, they did an amazing job on this. There is quite a bit of them, but not enough for you to say like it doesn't have value, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if you can find one, I highly recommend it. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you love the game, you love the history, this is a must-have in your collection. It is absolutely gorgeous. So the puzzle itself is made out of resin. This resin is heavy. It's, solid cast. Like when you tap it, it's not like you feel a hollow sound inside. The casting is really well done as well. The paint job, it looks historic. It looks like, 1,000 years old. They did a good job, man. Now you might be looking at this and you're saying like, how come you have a loose one here? How come it's not tied to the top of the case? Well, this is because this one actually comes out of the second release of this exact trophy. That era had, again, regional championships. It was made the exact same way. It's made of resin. This one is made of resin. The base is wooden. There's an acrylic case on top. All of it is pretty much the same, except for the way that the puzzle is actually mounted. On this one, the original one, you can see that it's hanging from the top. It's tied on with a couple of rope pieces that are screwed into the top wooden part here. And it's literally hanging like right from the top here. Like there's no any other thing bracing this. The second version of this trophy came with a piece of acrylic that the trophy itself sits in, like the puzzle sits in, and it's not hanging from the top. To me, it's a little bit safer, obviously, because you can take it apart. You don't have to worry about this clashing into any of the acrylic around it, but it doesn't look as good. I mean, I've owned both of them. I ended up selling the one that has the acrylic stand, while I ended up keeping this one because this just looks incredible. Like, it's truly breathtaking when you see this in person. It's so big, it's so massive, so well detailed that I just didn't want any of the original design being missing from the trophy itself, if that makes sense. So the second version, obviously they made that because the original one kept breaking in the mail. Now, what's really cool about this one is the base itself has this like amazing detail to it. So the base here, like I said, this is made of wood, but this part right here is solid metal. And then right in the middle, there's the magician's circle. I mean, look at the detail on this thing. Like, they made this die cast. Like, what is this? Like, why do we not get any of this stuff today? They really cared about their stuff back in the day. I mean, like, everything is sculpted in. Like, there's no cheapness to this base at all. The bottom of this, well, this is the broken one, but the bottom one originally comes with a felt pad. Like everything was super well thought out. There's a mirror in here so that when you're looking at it, you can actually see the bottom of the pyramid, like the upside down pyramid. You can see it clearly. It's just, the design is unbelievable. They really went all out for this one. And this is why this is one of the most expensive trophies out there, even though it's pretty common in the collector's world. So yeah, that's the first trophy that they released, which was regionals. And then they made a second one, which was for SJC. All right, now originally this was, I'm gonna put this here actually. Oh wait, let me just show you this real quick. When they mailed you this, they actually stamped your name here. So it says Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist Kingdom Champion, Nick Zhang. He won this one and they sent this to him in the mail with this already stamped. Like, dude, this is so sick, man. Like, give me a break. So this is the one that most people are familiar with, but they did make another version of the Millennium Puzzle, like another Millennium Puzzle trophy for the Shonen Jump Championships. And I'm gonna put that right here. This is it. This one is like museum quality in terms of just how good it looks. Like, look at this thing, like it's super badass. It's definitely smaller as you can see, but the way that this one is designed, basically there's the wood base right here, and then there's an acrylic pyramid. And because the puzzle is an upside down pyramid, the way that it was slotted in, it just looks like, it looks like a prism, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just super artistic. And I mean, I cannot believe they put this much thought into a trophy for the Millennium Puzzle, like for the kids card game. This is like how you know UDE was on the ball back then. So this was released from 2004 to 2006. It was awarded to the winners of Shonen Jump. A couple of these were actually leaked on the market a year ago, and my boy Alessandro, shout out to you, he was able to grab a couple of them. This one was brand new in the box. That's why you'll see that there's no label on it. And I actually prefer the no label aspect because, you know, I don't want somebody else's name written on the trophy. Yeah, I want it to look like a museum piece, if that makes sense. This one, there's a lot less of this, again, because it's Shonen Jump Championships, while this one is regionals. There's a lot of regional tournaments out there. There was not a lot of Shonen Jumps. And again, this went on for 3 years, 2004 till 2006. So those are the main two trophies that most people would recognize. There is one more trophy out there. It's not Millennium Puzzle, but it's definitely a memorable item. The one that I'm talking about is the World Championships Tablet of Lost Memories. So this trophy was awarded to the world champions from 2004 and 2005. Those winners received one Tablet of Lost Memories as well as a prize card. The first place won a gold version of the tablet. It's like made of resin, but it's painted gold. And then the second place won the silver one, and then the third place won the bronze one. The fourth place actually won bronze as well. So there's double the amount of bronze that there is gold and silver. The winners of both the card game as well as the video game both received one of those Tablet of Lost Memories. So that means that there's 2 gold versions for 2004 and then 2 for 2005. So 4 gold versions in total in the world, 4 silver ones, and then there's 8 bronze ones. That one is a completely different ball game compared to these two. I mean, these could be had for, you know, 4-digit numbers. That one is like, you're talking 5 digits. It's just crazy amount of money. I wish I could have that one in my collection. I don't know anybody who's selling it. If you are, this is my call to you. Let me know. I'll give you anything in my collection for it because I absolutely love these trophies. They're true grails in my opinion. But yeah, those trophies are like something else. These are the ones that people have recognized. I mean, this one is significantly rarer than this one, but both of them are true masterpieces in their own regards. I highly recommend them to any Yu-Gi-Oh collector, anybody who is a fan of the history of the game. And I really couldn't say anything more to just try to show you guys how passionate I am about the effort that UDE put in back in the day, that Konami put in back in the day. It's like they really cared. And this is a moment in Yu-Gi-Oh history that is never gonna come back again. But yeah, that's my presentation on the Yu-Gi-Oh trophies. To wrap it all up, there's 3 versions, 4 if you include the 2 versions of this one. The regional ones were awarded from 2002 up until 2005. These ones were awarded from 2004 all the way to 2006. And then same with the World Championship ones. These ones go for around $1,000 to $2,000. These ones go for around $1,000 to $2,000 as well. And then the tablets go for like, $10,000, $15,000 each. So yeah, that's my presentation on the secret of these Millennium puzzles. I hope you enjoyed that and I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.